No one wants to feel like they're being monitored by the boss when they're not at work. But what about the boss's son? The boss's son moved into my building, and the moneyologist Quentin Fottrell is here to help. Hello, Quentin.
Hello.
So you have a reader who has a new neighbor who is perhaps not so welcome. Why is that?
I know. Well, it's the boss's son, as you said. So this guy seems to be freaking out. He's obsessed, first of all, with the fact that he recycles these aluminium cans from soda and beer cans.
Which is very thrifty.
Very thrifty, and a big thing at the moment.
But why is he concerned about that?
Well, because he felt like the boss's son, he met him, and he felt that he was given, in the basement, he was given a funny look. And he
why are you pinching your pennies sort of a look? Oh, I see, okay.
So that was one. The other is then he comes home late at night during the week, and he feels that maybe...
too much late night carousing?
Too much carousing. He thinks his doorman has loose lips. There seems to be a lot of paranoia here, you know.
Yes, so it's sort of hard to separate what may be in his head and what might be the truth here.
Right.
Right? Because if you're worried about things, you can sometimes conflate it in your mind.
Right. So, but I think in this case, the clue is in the question. So he seems to feel like the fact that the cans that he's recycling are beer cans, are like a light pointing to his lifestyle and his late nights. So my only suggestion to him was, I don't think anybody's going to care, but if you care, then maybe you want to think about whether you need to have these late nights during the week.
Let me ask you something. Did he mention whether the boss's son is carousing himself? Are they meeting up in the lobby at 2 a.m.?
He didn't mention that.
Okay,
yeah,
all right,
the only time they met was when he had a bag of recycled cans.
Okay.
And I think he felt like it made him look a little cheap.
And he's up for a promotion, right? That's part of the problem.
He says yes, in a year.
Okay.
So, and then he also wants to know whether he should talk to this guy in the elevator about his father, and whether he should invite him over to parties at the house. So
I feel for him because we can understand. Most likely, the boss's son is not talking to his father at all about his neighbors. That's probably the likely scenario. But if he is, I can understand his paranoia.
Absolutely. So I don't think he should be. I think he needs to, because he's so paranoid, I think he needs to keep some very clear boundaries, and that's keeping the boss's son on the other side of the threshold, making pleasantries. I don't think you have to talk about work or do anything that could be perceived as a play for this promotion that he may or may not be getting.
Did you advise him to pull back on the late night carousing, or?
Well, what I said was really, like, if it makes you uncomfortable, then, you know, sometimes when we see our lives through other people's eyes or how we think we're perceived, then it makes us question whether we should be doing certain things. So my advice to him really was, this is a good opportunity, because it's like that awful feeling when you have that dream and you're at work and you're in your pajamas.
Yeah, so just take a cold, hard look at yourself.
Yes, it's the clash of two worlds, and it's an opportunity to take a cold, hard look at yourself and take stock of your life and see some of the things you're doing. Recycling, good. Too many late nights, maybe bad.
Right. There's nothing wrong with the recycling. Maybe more Coke cans than beer cans.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much, Quentin, for that.